So hi, this is Arthur live from the Backstage of PyData Paris 2025. I'm here with Yann. Yann, you're the co-founder and the CEO of Probable,
Yes.
which is also one of the co-organizers of the events. How are you?
Doing great. Always happy to be here. It's the yearly reunion of this community, so we're proud to be here, especially because some people know this, but Probable is the spin-off from INRIA that is in charge of caring for the scikit-learn technology,
which is the used and widely used package in the data science community.
Yep.
So, how do you build a society on top of an open source package? How do you start this project, and what are the challenges of running such a company?
So this is interesting because it's a topic that we discussed this morning with Sylvain during a panel, because I found out, of course, during the process, because I'm not coming from the open source community. It's not, I've been in software forever, so of course I consume open source. I contribute a bit, but in this particular case, my discovery was that there is probably as many business models as there are open source projects. And scikit-learn is one very specific project, very successful, widely adopted, very mature. We have 14 co-founders because we have a large group of core developers that keep on participating and contributing. So this project was basically the combination of an asset that belongs to everyone, the open source code under BSD3 license, the French government, who is the owner of the brand, through INRIA.
Okay.
The recognition by the French government that they had to finance it in a way to make it perennial over time, and the requirement that whatever happens, this money has to be break-even, so therefore sustainable over time. And so the team came to me, and I came up with a business model that is basically a joint venture between common technology for general interest and financial return. So we crafted a company from scratch on the basis of scikit-learn, and also creating new value on top and beyond of scikit-learn. So that is the model. It's a dual model.
Really interesting how they maintain this core while creating a new product. And you talk about open source, and maybe we can extend it to openness. In a way, we are in France, and scikit-learn is born in France, but we're also part of the European Union, and a lot of, and there's a high collaboration between those countries. And it's how European Union collaboration can influence such projects.
So the reason I came to this project is because I came to realize that we are not on an even footing with the US and China when it comes to technology. I was CEO at Scaleway, which is a cloud operator. And even though we were well-financed, 600 people and lots of clients, it's really, really hard to catch up with big tech. Big tech is too big for its own good, even in the US. But in Europe, we are so far behind that it is not good for society as a whole. So we've reached a point where we need to realize that perhaps open source might be our only hope. But by saying so, people are confused. Like, how can it be? Because open source is not a business model. Who do we...
Can we disrupt tech giants with open source?
Can we disrupt tech giants? Or they're going to use it, if you make it available, they're going to use it for free. So you lose whatever you keep building at a cost. So people are confused. However, what they do not know is that open source is already a massive, invisible infrastructure. And by controlling this infrastructure, you participate in minimizing the overtaking by proprietary forces. So open source and openness at large is a way to undercut the dominating play. But if you extend it to go from open science to open data, open source, open weights, open standards, open hardware, people start to realize that it is something that they can leverage. So as a society, as a nation, as a supranation like Europe,
Yeah.
We should double down on open source. In fact, much like China is doing it,
Yeah.
because it's part of their 2022 strategy. The US is also making it a strategic play. So open source may be, for some, an ideology linked to free software. But in fact, most people are wrong. Open source comes with business models, such as the 200 models of licenses
Yeah.
listed by the Open Source Initiative organization. And therefore, we need to be practical
Yeah.
about open source. We need to support it because it is vital to create a rebalancing act with dominant players.
Really interesting. We are almost at the end of the talk. Maybe do you have something you want to bring up to close?
So perhaps a personal plug. I'm
Okay.
writing a book, so it's in
Oh,
French.
okay.
So the book is coined around a term that essentially captures the notion of openness.
Okay.
But in French, there is no such term. So the book is called L'ouvertarisme,
Okay.
le numérique des lumières. In other words, less proprietary, less SaaS, more open source and open science, so that we get into a point where everyone is able to leverage technology for their own benefit, as opposed to being fully dependent. So the book covers the 7 pillars of openness and talks about how to leverage it as a corporation, as a nation, supranation, and this is addressed to Europe.
Really nice. So we'll find it when it comes out.
Very
It's in
soon.
very soon.
Ouvertarisme.fr
Okay. Okay.
allows you to register your email.
And it's going to be published in the next months, right?
Next few weeks, months, yes.
Next few weeks, months. Perfect. Thank you very much, Yann.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Enjoy PyData.